We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Dallas Cowboys. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it's going to be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On 1st down, Darnold. Complete outright to Kurz. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Darnold. He's got his man. It's Kurz. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now Prescott. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We're going to 54. Why ain't? We're going 47.
Elliott. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's got it to Burns. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To throw is Prescott. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Here's Prescott. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Chandler Jones in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So out now come the Jets. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's got Curse. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Darnold. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken a 1st quarter lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's
with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A give to Elliott running left. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
46. Good. Here you go. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Penalty. It's Johnson. And some space here. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. A good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8. To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Going underneath for Corral. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the 1st half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Found his target, it's Anderson. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the 1st down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
Detroit!
Darnold on 1st down. And this is caught by Kurz. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Leopard! Gone!
Darnold to throw again. And incomplete there. A nice base hit jars the ball free and brings up third down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing again is Darnold. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. As his guys are in for 6, and the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Quarterback loves the receivers, but sometimes his best friend is that tight end.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it? Because we always talk about the guys out wide and how acrobatic they are, but that tight end, great sight lines, easier throws, they become a bigger and bigger weapon as the NFL evolves.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard. Line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Avery Williamson coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here we go. 180.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go. 180. Here we go. 46. Here we go. 46. Here we go, 46. 46.
Prescott to throw it. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And New York set to take the field. Well, they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
Over the middle, it's complete. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now, he's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And down inside the 15 he goes. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. On the counter, Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And the Jets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On 2nd down, Darnold. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Darnold now to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. but that's one step in the proper direction.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To the air again, Darnold. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Right now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again, Darnold. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. To throw is Darnold. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
46.
Final play of the half, Prescott. He's airing it out for Williams. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top, as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trumaine Johnson. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down the score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
On 1st down, Darnold. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Darnold. This pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a handoff, Johnson. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They come out here in the eye. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Well, that was a quick hitter drive. They had the huge play to get him down near the goal line, and then they run it in. I don't know that the defense ever had a chance to catch their breath.
A lot of the time now when we see people hit big plays, and each team defines a big play their own way, 10, 15-yard gains. In this case, it was a huge gain. They often want to hurry up and go right away. Keep the momentum going, hit them again, and I think we just saw that there. The 2nd play resulted in pay dirt.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10.
Leopard! Back down, Philly, here we go!
A 1st down throw, Darnold. He's got his man, it's Curse. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Now let's go. Blue, landed.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. So he got 3 at 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Darnold now on second down. Throw left side complete. It's Anderson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 36 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Darnold from the red zone now. Being chased out left. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got it.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Swing to the field, right.
They start on the ground with Elliott. They find some open field here. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
46.
Second down, Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. This is Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Hey, switch. Here we go. Line 8. Go. Get out there.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crowley.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep third position and makes the interception.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get him.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally, someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Detroit!
On first down, it's Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to run now. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw on second down is Darnold. Well, that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man. It's Johnson. End zone. He's got a Jets touchdown. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A handoff left, Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field, despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was. And he fires one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Detroit! Detroit!
After the interception, here's Darnold. Underneath for Johnson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
Darnold. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Johnson. And some room to work. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Here's Darnold. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Darnold. His throw incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Buying time to his left. And he's got a moonwalk. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Flushed out right. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now come the Cowboys. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ken Crawley. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Found his target, it's Anderson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Here's Johnson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And they won't run a play here, no victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jets, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
you.